I love covering a good Bigfoot sighting, and today I got a couple that I want to cover that happened recently. About a month ago, a homeowner fired shots at what he described to be a 7-foot-tall creature trying to break into his house. And the neighbors hearing the shots called the police, hoping to find out what the heck was going on over there. And when the police arrived in the early morning hours, this man told the police that Bigfoot was trying to break into his house to get his dogs. So this man, scared for his and his dog's life, fired a few warning shots into the air, hoping that this would scare it off. And it did. Now this man stated that this creature, Bigfoot, visits his house almost every single night. And the cops, not knowing what to make of this story, thought that he must be drunk or on drugs. But he wasn't. He was perfectly sober. So the police told him that if this creature returns, to call them right away and not to fire any warning shots into the air. Unless, of course, he really thought that his life was in danger. Now, what makes this case extremely interesting is that there are a lot of Bigfoot sightings in this area. This location just east of Cleveland is a very remote wooded area and a place where it might be possible for a large unknown creature to hide. Another man who lives on this very street, Lorraine Street, stated that he has seen Bigfoot 3 times since living here. Then there was an account of a homeowner who claimed that one day he saw a family of Bigfoot sitting on his porch, and he believed that they must live in the nearby caves. One woman claimed that Bigfoot chased her into her own house, and there have been many more sightings here. So in 2016, this county had a meeting to discuss all these Bigfoot sightings, and all these eyewitnesses claimed that it was the most terrifying thing that they had ever experienced in their life. Now, because of all these sightings, the BFRO, the Bigfoot Field Researcher Organization, launched their own investigation, and they came to the conclusion that these eyewitnesses seemed to be credible, and that this area could be remote enough for a large animal like Bigfoot to hide from the modern world, making this a huge hotspot and one I'm sure is going to get a lot of attention from Bigfoot hunters in the future. Another story I wanted to cover today happened when 2 school kids were walking in the woods when they spotted a strange creature. So that night they went back into the woods with a camera to see if they could spot it again, and they did capture something pretty creepy. In the footage, which I'll link in the description below, you can see the kids shining their flashlight in the woods when all of a sudden they hear some strange sounds. So the curious kids try to find out where these sounds were coming from. Then you can see something that looks like a Bigfoot running right towards them, and the kids, scared to death, ran away as fast as they could. Now most think that this footage is nothing more than a hoax, which it very well could be, but some do think that it's real, due to the fact that these kids do sound very scared and that this creature looks like a real creature. So if this is a hoax, it's pretty well done, and I doubt that these kids did this all by themselves. And also, some who think that this footage is real believe that this is not Bigfoot at all, but the Dogman. Some other alleged evidence of Bigfoot happened last month when a research group, Bigfoot 911, went out to investigate Lake James in North Carolina after hearing of some Bigfoot sightings there. And one night while they were investigating, some fishermen told them that they saw something very large in the woods watching them in this area. Then that very same night at around 2 a.m., this group claimed that they saw something in the woods watching them. One of the members of this group, John Bruner, stated, "I looked right onto this creature and knew it was a Bigfoot. He was standing there watching us swaying back and forth. I guess he felt safe because the 4 of us were on a boat and he was on shore. I didn't feel we were in any danger. Bigfoot are curious creatures. They want to watch us, but also want to get away from us. They don't want to engage us at all." Now this sighting went on for about 5 minutes, and thankfully, they did take some photos with their night vision cameras. And whatever this is does appear to be very large and moving throughout the trees. But sadly, these night vision photos, well, they're very grainy, so it's hard to tell what this actually is. But some of these Bigfoot 911 members believe that they were being watched by a Bigfoot. Interesting indeed. Now every single month, there are tons of new Bigfoot sightings. It is kind of mind-blowing, and I think that is why some of us, including me, are obsessed with the Bigfoot phenomena. As how can there be so many sightings but yet no real undeniable evidence of this creature? And this is why I love covering the subject, and I do try my best to keep you guys updated. Now before you go, please let me know what you think of these photos and that creepy footage. Until next time, this is Paranormal Junkie. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.